Nurse salary in Norway. A person working as a nurse in Norway typically earns around 459,000 Norwegian kroner per year. Salaries range from 211,000 Norwegian kroner, lowest, to 729,000 Norwegian kroner, highest. The average hourly wage, pay per hour, in Norway is 220 Norwegian kroner. This means that the average nurse in Norway earns approximately 220 Norwegian kroner for every worked hour. Norway. Norway, a Scandinavian country known as the land of fjords, has one of the highest standards of living in the world as well as job satisfaction for nurses. Oslo, the capital, is a city of green spaces and museums. Norway currency. The krone, plural kroner, is currency of the Kingdom of Norway. Traditionally, it is known as the Norwegian crown in English. It is nominally subdivided into 100 or. 1 Norwegian krone is equals to 8 rupee, Indian rupee. 1 Norwegian krone is equals to 9 cents, United States dollar. 1 Norwegian krone is equals to 0.09 euro. Nurse salary by experience. An entry-level registered nurse, 0 to 2 years of experience, earns an average salary of 239,000 Norwegian kroner. On the other end, a senior-level registered nurse, 20-plus years of experience, earns an average salary of 680,000 Norwegian kroner. 0 to 2 years, 239,000 Norwegian kroner. 2 to 5 years, 320,000 Norwegian kroner. 5 to 10 years, 473,000 Norwegian kroner. 10 to 15 years, 576,000 Norwegian kroner. 15 to 20 years, 628,000 Norwegian kroner. 20 plus years, 680,000 Norwegian kroner. Nurse salary by education. Nursing education play a vital role in nursing position and salary. For example, nurse with bachelor's degree earns 278,000 Norwegian kroner and nurse with master's degree earns 537,000 Norwegian kroner. Bachelor's degree, 278,000 Norwegian kroner. Master's degree, 537,000 Norwegian kroner. When the education level is bachelor's degree, the average salary of a nurse is 278,000 Norwegian kroner per year. While someone with a master's degree gets a salary of 537,000 Norwegian kroner per year, 93% more than someone having a bachelor's degree. Nurse salary by gender. Generally, the female nurse earns more salary than male nurse in Norway. Male, 449,000 Norwegian kroner. Female, 468,000 Norwegian kroner. Nurse salary by job title or specialization. Depend on nurse specialization, the nurse salary will be determined. The nurse director hold highest position in healthcare industry, earns about 1,110,000 Norwegian kroner per annum. The nurse without experience earns very less salary, such as 459,000 Norwegian kroner per month. Acute care nurse, 558,000 Norwegian kroner. Assistant Director of Nursing, 882,000 Norwegian kroner. Case Manager, 689,000 Norwegian kroner. Company Nurse, 374,000 Norwegian kroner. Critical Care Nurse, 523,000 Norwegian kroner. District Nurse, 464,000 Norwegian kroner. Head Nurse, 555,000 Norwegian kroner. Home Nurse, 430,000 Norwegian kroner. ICU Registered Nurse, 512,000 Norwegian kroner. Informatics Nurse Specialist, 513,000 Norwegian kroner. Licensed Practical Nurse, LPN, 459,000 Norwegian kroner. MDS Coordinator, 508,000 Norwegian kroner. Mental Health Nurse, 508,000 Norwegian kroner. Neonatal nurse practitioner, 672,000 Norwegian kroner. Nurse, 459,000 Norwegian kroner. Nurse midwife, 586,000 Norwegian kroner. Nurse practitioner, 587,000 Norwegian kroner. Nursing assistant, 413,000 Norwegian kroner. Nursing coordinator, 574,000 Norwegian kroner. Nursing director, 1,110,000 Norwegian kroner. Nursing services instructor, 514,000 Norwegian kroner. Nursing supervisor, 730,000 Norwegian kroner. Occupational health advisor, 914,000 Norwegian kroner. Occupational therapist, 742,000 Norwegian kroner. Personal support worker, 364,000 Norwegian kroner. Psychiatric nurse, 465,000 Norwegian kroner. Registered nurse, 469,000 Norwegian kroner. Respiratory manager, 923,000 Norwegian kroner. School nurse, 422,000 Norwegian kroner. Staff nurse, 486,000 Norwegian kroner. Theater manager, 831,000 Norwegian kroner. Utilization review nurse, 482,000 Norwegian kroner. Nurse salary by city. In Norway, the nurse salary is depending on education, experience, and specializations. In most cases, the nurse salary is determined by location. Depending on cities, the nurse salary is varied. Oslo, 494,000 Norwegian kroner. Stavanger, 459,000 Norwegian kroner. Tromsø, 436,000 Norwegian kroner. Trondheim, 469,000 Norwegian kroner. Nurse salary by sector. In Norway, the nurse come from public sector earns higher salary than the nurse work in private sector. Private sector, 596,000 Norwegian kroner. Public sector, 628,000 Norwegian kroner. Thanks for watching this video. Any questions, comment below. Thank you all. If you like this video, like, comment and share to all. Thank you.